So, have you ever caught yourself saying sorry for something that wasn't actually your fault? So, for example, like apologizing when someone else bumps into you in the hallway, or saying sorry for having a need, or a request, or even an emotion or a boundary, right? And so, if you've done this, you're not alone, you're not doing anything wrong. There's something actually very old running in the background of your system. And once you see it clearly for what it is, everything else starts to make sense. You see, most chronic apologizers aren't actually trying to be polite, they're actually trying to stay safe. Right? Somewhere in your life history, maybe early on, you learned that being too much would come at a cost, that showing too much emotion might get you punished, that asking for something might get you shamed, or that expressing yourself would make you a burden. Right? And so your body learned to get ahead of that threat, right? To disarm people preemptively. And one way to do that is to use sorry as a kind of magic word, right? Where you preemptively soften them and then you shield against their outburst or their attack. But here's the truth. That instinct that made you do that, it was smart. It probably kept you safe in real ways when you were a child earlier in your life. So the problem isn't that it happened in you. The problem is that now as an adult, right, no one ever helped you update it for something that would work for you as you are today. Said another way, no one ever told you that now as an adult, you don't have to apologize just for existing, or just for having needs, or just for being human. Okay? So the next time you feel a sorry coming up out of you, try the following, like no pressure, only if you want. Just pause before you say sorry and ask yourself, or, if it's in the moment, say sorry anyway, but afterwards, replay it in your head and ask yourself, okay, as I'm about to say sorry, right? Am I actually doing something wrong? Or am I just afraid that they're not going to like this part of me that has come out, right? And if it's not that you're actually doing something wrong, but it's fear that you're not going to be liked, then maybe what you're really needing to do in this moment is not to apologize, but to pause and stay, to stay with who you are as you are in that moment, to stay with your truth, to stay with the boundary you're trying to hold, just to stay with yourself. Even if you stay for just one breath longer than usual, and then you say sorry anyway because you're still working on it. This is how we begin this work. Okay? And if all the stuff we're talking about here is ringing a bell in you, striking a chord, helping you understand yourself a little bit more clearly, this all comes from the full people-pleasing reset program that I designed specifically to help us go deeper into these hidden reflexes around people-pleasing, where in the program, we don't try to shut them down, right? We try to learn why and how they formed, and then how to update them into something new that doesn't disrupt your entire life, but actually shifts things so that the way you operate in the world still works for you, but doesn't cost you your sanity and your self-worth. Okay. And if that feels right for where you are right now, the program is here. It's available. You can start at any time. But even if not, I'm so glad we got to share this time together. Let's keep walking gently toward getting you to a life that fits you and gets your needs met.